Okay, so I might have had a couple of beers, and I'm not really thinking clearly right now, as one would expect when one has had some form of alcoholic beverage. But I was suddenly struck by a moment of inspiration when I decided to go back down to Asda before it closed and grab something that I noticed earlier in the day that I thought, I can't really afford it, but I'm going to buy it anyway because I'm curious as to how this is going to be and all that. And it's related to something we've eaten earlier. Okay, and I thought, oh, I really shouldn't buy it, but at the same time, my curiosity, it was just egging at me to buy it and then try it, and I thought, oh, but then I could film it and do something stupid and then put it on YouTube, and then everybody will watch it and go, well, that was lame and very nauseating. His camera keeps giving me motion sickness, and I'm like, yes, I'm very sorry about that. But getting to the point, the thing that I want to show you is, well, it's not unusual, but it's something that never really occurred to me until I saw it. Creamy Reese's peanut butter. Yeah, who'd have thought? The Reese's peanut butter milk chocolate bar I tried was actually okay. In that, well, if you've seen the video, then you'll know what I think. But just to summarise, I thought the peanut butter stuff in it was really, really nice. But the chocolatey, the milk chocolate flavoured candy thing was overly sweet and overpowering of the actual chocolate bar itself. There was too much of it and not enough peanut butter. And then I sort of thought after the video, I thought, God, do they sell the peanut butter on its own? Perhaps, maybe. And I didn't really look it up or chase it up. But as I was in Asda earlier today buying some stuff, beer and tea and other silly things, because I'm a very weird person, I came across this. Yeah, Creamy Reese's peanut butter. I quite like my peanut butter, so I was actually debating whether to treat myself to some peanut butter, and then I saw this, and I thought, oh, well, I've got to buy that and try it out, haven't I? So I have, and here it is. So, I mean, like, I'm not quite sure if Reese's came out with the peanut butter first and then thought, oh, we can put it in chocolate and make peanut butter chocolate delights like the peanut butter cups they do, and of course the now milk chocolate peanut butter chocolate bar thing they do as well, which we've already looked at. I thought, yeah, do they actually sell their peanut butter on their own? And if they do, did they do this first, then the chocolate bar and the peanut butter cups? Or did they do the peanut butter cups and the chocolate bar and then this? I really don't know. I'm sure the answer's on the internet, and I'm sure it's very easy to look for, but I just haven't really bothered. I just thought, well, at least they sell the peanut butter by itself. And I thought, is it going to be as tasty as what it was in the milk chocolate bar, and indeed in their peanut butter cups? Well, that's what we're going to find out. So let's have a quick look at it before we open it up. So, got to be honest, it's actually quite an unimpressive bit of packaging. The actual jar itself is plastic and very squidgy, so it's very cheaply made. The top is orange, as you can see. It's got a best before date on it, 31st of August 2015, I believe, in my slightly drunken mind state. Yep, I think so. In fact, actually, it's got it here as well. Best before August 2015, 35 minutes past midnight. Oh, right. Oh, okay. So not far into the 31st of the 8th, 2015. That's a bit of a con, but oh well, whatever. Either way, it's going to be fine for tonight. So that's interesting. And yeah, and also the labelling's quite bland as well. I mean, I suppose it's got the logo of Reese's on it. It's quite straightforward, creamy peanut butter. What more could you add to it? I suppose, yeah, fair enough. It's got this minimalistic charm, but it just feels very cheap. For something like this. It wasn't cheap to buy either. It was quite expensive. I won't say how much, but compared to other peanut butter that you can buy, which I assume is going to be a lot better tasting than this one, it was expensive. But again, it's because it's an import food, I think. So, in fact, I know it's an import food because with import foods, what they generally do is they don't, at least in the UK anyway, they don't sort of like have the original ingredients left on the labelling. What they do is they put the sticky label over it and like actually give you the list of ingredients again on the sticky label. You can see like the different orange hues that they've just stick like the ingredients, the actual ingredients, the original packaging even I should say is actually has actually got the ingredients and all that underneath it, but apparently that's not good enough for the UK. They have to put a sticky label over it and then redo it, maybe because the ingredients list on the back of imported food products, and particularly USA products, don't comply with European Union standards of labelling and what have you. So perhaps they do it for that reason. But either way, it's very weird. I think, well, can't you just give us the ability to apply common sense to this and think, well, they're still going to have energy measurements and salt, fat, and all that sort of readings and all that sort of what I mean. Like when you read it and you read for all the nutritional content, it's going to be on there anyway. Can you not just give us the benefit of the doubt and work it out for ourselves, but apparently not. The European Union thinks you're stupid. Anyway, right, that's the politicians, by the way, not the people who actually live in the countries, just the politicians, because, yeah, I've already dug myself a hole there. I wish to stay out of it, or at least not dig it any further. I'm getting off topic. Let's get back to this. So, yeah, as I was saying, blander packaging. And it's got the ingredients on there, which we'll have a quick read through. There is actually something quite amusing about this, though, aside from the bland packaging, and the fact that this is Reese's peanut butter, not just any old peanut butter. This came straight from Reese. Yummy. There is actually some small print here, which I don't think the camera's going to be able to pick up. I'll try and focus it if I can, but it's absolutely hilarious. Let's have a look. Can you focus on a camera? Oh, I don't think it wants to. Oh, no. No. Sort of. Go on, focus camera. Just a bit more camera, you can do it. God. No, focus, it's funny. No. Oh no, it just doesn't want to. I guess it's the lighting and just me being terrible. But basically, what it says here on the bottom of the ingredients thing, you might be able to see it now. Oh, it's very, very, yeah, I'll read it out. But basically, on the bottom of the ingredients, it says, orange background colour is a registered trademark. Yeah. This orange hue that you can see here on the lid and on the background of this label, of the logo labelling, not the ingredients orange background, as you can see it's slightly lighter, but this orange here, this orange hue colour is a registered trademark of Reese's. Yeah, they've actually copyrighted and trademarked the orange colour. I didn't even know you can do that. I mean, I understand sort of trademarking and copywriting the logo and all that. Maybe even the ingredients and the product itself, at least for a few years before, you know, it becomes free for everybody to copy and rip off. But really? I mean, I'm not joking. It actually says it on there. I just can't get the camera to focus on it because I don't think the camera believes it itself. But yeah, orange background colour is a registered trademark. I'm stumped. I'm blown away by it. I mean, I know I shouldn't make too big a deal of it, but seriously, really? That means that nobody else can use this orange colour. If you're caught using this orange colour on anything at all, this exact orange colour, and you haven't contacted Reese's and asked permission to use that orange colour, you can get sued. Oh dear, what is the world coming to? Oh well, let's get over that. Let's get on to this now because I'm wasting way too much time now. But still, very weird. Right, Hershey Reese's peanut butter cream. Oh right, so it's not just Reese's on his own. Hershey have got something to do with it as well. Maybe Hershey own the Reese's brand, similar to like Coca-Cola owning Fanta and all kinds of other brands as well. Or perhaps it's a product derivative of Hershey, I should say, like Fanta and Dr. Pepper as well, I think, and all that from Coca-Cola. I'm not sure, but either way. It's Hershey's Reese's peanut butter cream. That just makes it so much better. In fact, I remember it saying that it was Hershey's on the milk chocolate bar candy thing. Oh, this is going to be hard to read, isn't it? Like, sorry, I do apologise. As I said, I've had some alcohol, so it's not. This is not very professional whatsoever, and the camera just really doesn't want to focus on this. That's the best I can do. That'll do. So, excuse the motion sickness, vomiting inducing camera work. Serving pack, approximately 16 serving. Wait, serving per pack, 16 servings. Blimey. Serving size 32 grams, nutritional information per 100 grams and per 32 grams. This is going to be quite hard to read. Oh, I see, okay. So if I use a 32 gram reading, that's 808 kilojoules or nearly 200 calories per 32 gram of spread. That's a lot. 16 grams of fats, of which saturates 2.5. That's not too bad. Still a high amount, but, you know, I'm all right with that. Carbohydrates, 7 grams, of which sugars 3 grams, fibre 3 grams, protein 8 grams, salt 0.11 grams. Well, at least the salt content's pretty low anyway. That's not too bad. Considering it's peanut butter and it's going to be really cheap peanut butter, that's not too bad, actually, because peanuts are quite fattening. And, of course, you've got your fibre and protein in it. So, not the healthiest thing in the world, but certainly not the worst. And then the ingredients, if I can keep it focused without shaking the camera. But, again, it's very hard to do so. Peanut, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, brackets rapeseed, cottonseed, and soybean oils, salts, peanut oil, monoglycerides, molasses, cornstarch. Contains peanuts and soy. I think the star means it's modified as well. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't actually say on this one, but I'm sure it is if I peeled off the orange label. But yeah, there you go. So pretty simple ingredients, pretty cheap stuff, you know, peanut. At least it's got peanut in it, and it's spliced with all kinds of horrible stuff. But if it's anything like the peanut butter stuff from the chocolate bar, I'm sure it's going to be very, very nice. So okie dokie then. Right, let's do it then. Let's open her up and let's try her out. Sealed for freshness. I bet that you didn't use any fresh ingredients with this at all. So how dare you lie to me, Reese's? That's a good start. Well, it's opened. And it just looks like very, very smooth, very cheap peanut butter. Yes, well, I suppose I wasn't expecting much. And it's also got this weird lump in the middle there. Well, not in the middle even, sorry. In the middle of the side. On the right-hand side, I should say. There we go. I guess that's kind of like how they squirt it into the jar, and then that's sort of like the tail end of the squirter machine thing when it lifts up or something. I don't know. Either way, it's a bit weird. It's like a lonely island amidst a sea of peanut butter, made entirely out of peanut butter itself. Perhaps there's volcanic activity going on in this. Who knows? We'll find out in a bit. But anyway, yeah, it's just very smooth, very oily. Not actually that appetizing, to be honest with you, if I have to say. I mean, I've opened up peanut butter before in the past, and I've tried quite a bit of peanut butter. I've had Sunpat peanut butter, which is our sort of bog standard UK peanut butter, which is actually quite nice. Both the smooth version and crunchy. I'm quite particularly partial to crunchy peanut butter, where you got bits of peanut in it as well. I prefer that, but smooth is fine. You know, I don't mind it. I'll have it. But I do like the crunchy one. But there was no crunchy Reese's peanut butter, but that's okay. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But yeah, I've opened it up and it looks a little bit more wholesome, at least a little bit more sort of appetizing. But this, as you can see it reflected in the light, it's just like, I don't know, it's just not appetizing, I don't think. But on the plus side, though, it does smell very, very peanutty, a very strong odor of peanuts coming out, so that's a good thing. So at least they got that bit right. But yeah, oh well. Anyway, that's enough moaning about the actual texture of it. Let's actually try it. Let's grab this island as well. Why not? So yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's very smooth, very, very smooth. Probably made of very cheap ingredients, but oh well. Let's see if it tastes similar, if not the same, as the peanut butter cream that we found in the chocolate bar. No, it doesn't taste like the peanut butter cream inside the milk chocolate peanut butter bar. It's very bland. It's very smooth. Quite sticky. But not as sticky as I thought it was going to be. But it is exceptionally bland. There is a taste of peanut in it. And you can taste the oil, but it's not overwhelming. Yeah, it's got a nice peanut aftertaste, but it's very, very bland. It's I think the Sunpat peanut butter you can get in the UK is much more potent than this. Very smooth, a little bit oily. Nice aftertaste of peanuts, but the actual peanut butter itself has no substance. It's very, very weak. Slightly disappointed with that. It's not unpleasant, but it's certainly not great peanut butter. I actually honestly think that, like, economy peanut butter, like the really cheap stuff, say like, you know, Tesco Everyday Value or Asda's Smart Price peanut butter, would probably taste more potent than this one does. Admittedly, it is smooth peanut butter, and it is a big jar of it, and I am aware that peanut butter in the milk chocolate bar was a lot smaller and more condensed and concentrated, so that probably contributed to its flavour more, whereas this one's more, you know, spread out, if you know what I mean. Like, there's more of it, so the peanut butter flavour is going to be more spread out. It's not quite so condensed and compacted in the chocolate bar as it is in the jar, but either way, yeah, it's not bad. You can eat it, but it's very weak and very bland. Yeah, a little disappointed with that. It's not the worst peanut butter in the world, but it's certainly not worth the price that I paid for it. And the branding just doesn't really help that much. But oh well, never mind. There we go, mystery solved. A little bit disappointing, but yeah, Reese's peanut butter. Can't really recommend it for the price. If you can get it cheap, I suppose it's worth the go. But other than that, you're better off with just either value peanut butter or Sunpat peanut butter, which is a lot cheaper. Skippy's is another American peanut butter. That's quite nice. And that's about it. There's other peanut butters out there, but that's the only ones I've sort of really tried. But yeah, not the worst one, but certainly not the best. Hold the phone. Literally, in my case, I've just been struck by a moment of inspiration again. Right, Snickers, more nuts, limited edition. You know I had that peanut butter Snickers bar in the previous video? Well, why don't we combine this with this. Oh yes, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to dunk this limited edition More Nuts Snickers bar, specifically 10% More Nuts Snickers bar, inside the peanut butter. We're going to scoop it out and we're going to try it. I think that might taste a lot better. Right. Oh, crikey. Really should have put the camera down for this, or at least jump cut to it, but oh well. I've had a few beers. I'm not thinking clearly. However, I do think this is a great idea. That's the only trouble when you consume a lot of alcohol. You come up with all these amazing ideas, but at the same time, from a relative soberistic point of view, they're probably not that amazing. But oh well. You don't know till you try. You've got to take risks in life sometimes. I mean, okay, there may be consequences behind those risks, and, you know, you're only yourself to blame if you feel them, but for the sake of science and the sake of stupidity and drunkenness, I guess, let's do it. God, let's get a nice big scoops worth out onto the edge there. Nice big dunky bit. Ah, that'll do. Look at that. Looks absolutely repulsive from a certain perspective, but from another perspective, it looks like the best thing ever. I love these Snickers limited edition More Nuts bars. Even though it's only 10% more nuts, which doesn't sound like a lot, it does taste different, and you can really taste the extra peanut in it. I really like it, and I like Snickers bars in general. So this should go down a treat. Right, I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm just going to eat the other end of it, otherwise I'm going to give myself diabetes, if I've not already given it to myself already. So here goes nothing. Reese's creamy peanut butter with a Snickers chocolate bar. Limited edition More Nuts. Well, the Snickers bar is lovely. But that peanut butter just disappears. It's so bland, it just doesn't gel. No, it didn't work. I'm disappointed. Let's try it again, but this time we'll actually dunk the peanut butter inside the Snickers bar. Yeah, that's better. Right, we'll try this. Okay, come on, Snickers and peanut butter, don't let me down. That's a little better. No, it didn't work. Oh no. It's not unpleasant again, but the Snickers bar just overpowers the peanut butter. It just adds to my argument that this peanut butter is so bland. Oh, I'm disappointed. Oh, I'm going to have to finish the Snickers bar off now because all the chocolate's melting on my hand. Oh. Sorry, Bobby. That Snickers bar is great. Okay, you can really taste that extra nuts. It really is in there. And the chocolate and the nougat and the caramel. Oh, it's really nice. Yeah, these are good. It's the same as limited edition, but they're good. That, on the other hand, not horrible, just bland. Oh, Reese, why? Why did you let me down with your creamy peanut butter? We could have been such good friends, you and I. We could have had the most amazing peanut butter night in together, and it would have been romantic and joyful. And yes, it would have ended up with me dying on the floor from a sugar peanut overdose with diabetes and all that stuff, and possibly other kinds of horribleness. But it just is not going to be, because you're just so bland. You're like a pretty girl who looks like really fit because she's done herself up with loads of makeup and is wearing the latest clothes and she's got beach blonde hair and all that sort of stuff, and you think, oh my god, she's a keeper and all that, and then you get to know her and she's just bland like this peanut butter. She's got no substance or personality to her, and you're like, oh my god, what have I done with my life? And oh, the horror and the shame. The shame and the horribleness and the stupidity of myself. Oh god. Not that I'm saying that girls like that are all like that, by the way. That's not. I'm not trying to say, you know, I've had, you know, I'm not trying to say all girls are like that. Of course not. But there are some of them like that out there, and they can catch you out. Either way, that was the best analogy I can come up with. This peanut butter under beer. I am under beer, by the way, so forgive me. But yeah, right. I'm going to stop talking now before I offend every single person on the planet and upset everyone just because I'm disappointed with Reese's peanut butter. If anything, I should be offending Reese. Damn you, Reese! Damn you, Hershey! Damn you, trademarked orange colour! Can't even knock you over. That's what I think of you.